Hey, my name's Scott Beck with Siddons Martin Emergency Group in Dallas, Texas area, and we're really excited today to show off the new Denton, Texas Volterra pumper. This is the very first electric fire truck that's going to be making its way to the state of Texas. We'll go in service in roughly a month. And one of the biggest things of why Denton chose the Volterra is because they could choose their exact spec for their fire truck and it be fully electric. So moving into their exact spec, we got to stay with the Enforcer pumper. So everything operates, functions, looks like all their other specs that they've been running in Denton for the past couple of years. Moving down the line, one of the things that Denton really likes about the new Volterra is how short the engine tunnel is. So moving inside the cab, the engine tunnel is really small, gives the officer and the driver a lot of room. It gives the firefighters in the back a lot of space to store some of their equipment that they're going to mount on the engine tunnel. When you're driving in the truck, we've been doing it over the past couple of days, it really feels like there's just a ton of space in the cab. So that's one of the biggest features that the Volterra offers inside the cab compared to the regular diesel firefighting trucks that we build today. Moving to the back, right behind the cab is where we find our battery box for the Volterra. So the battery box is situated just above the frame rails. We do that for multiple reasons. One, safety. Two, drivability. And then plugging your charging station in is right here on this battery box. The department can charge the fire truck at their fire station. Moving over to the pump panel, Denton has chosen to go with a side mount pump. They've been running a top mount pump traditionally. They've stuck with a side mount pump really to keep the wheelbase short. Lowered crosslays. Everything else here is pretty standard and simple. It matches the rest of their fleet in terms of manufacturers are using for their gauges, for their pump. Their foam system is a Husky 12 foam system, allowing them 12 gallons a minute of foam concentrate at up to 3% of foam. The best part about this apparatus, back to it, it's a fire truck. So everything that you see here, they have on their other vehicles back at home on their diesel rigs. So that's really a great feature of the Pierce Volterra. Moving to the body, Denton runs a second-gen medium body. Same style that everything else is in their fleet. Moving to the back of the hose bed, we have rescue side compartments on the driver's side where the compartment itself is full height and full depth. And then our ladders are on the officer side of the rig, giving us a nice hose bed and a nice flat back end. And then moving on to the passenger side of the vehicle, just showing that this fire truck is set up just like the rest of their rigs, allowing for full electric use in the city of Denton. It's extremely quiet. I think we've all been very surprised by that driving around Appleton this week. The other thing is the performance is incredible. The get up and go, and you're going 45 miles an hour before you even realize it. It's pretty wild driving it around, and it's just silent inside. All right, a little bit about Denton. Denton is the county seat of Denton County. They are a 9-station fire department. Also the home of UNT, University of North Texas, the Mean Green. In fact, if you check it out on Facebook or look anywhere, you'll find the Mean Green fire engine, Station No.1. It's a pretty cool thing that they've got going in Denton. Growing area, growing fire department, growing part of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And they're really putting their mark on the green initiative here in Texas and driving home the need to reduce firefighter cancer as well as carcinogens in the fire station. And then overall, the performance that they gain being electric is another reason they chose to go electric. So that's a little bit about Denton and the city of Denton. And I'm sure if you go by Station 1, the powerhouse, they would love to give you a tour of their new fire apparatus. One of the side note, the powerhouse is where their fire station is an old powerhouse. So it's pretty ironic that the very first electric pumper in the state of Texas is going to a giant old school powerhouse. So if you're ever in Denton, I'm sure the guys would love for you to stop by, take a look, and see their new fire apparatus.